Here in the top right-hand corner of Entomb Valley, we have our blue Terran player, reigning Fight Club champion, but down 0-2 at the moment from Team Liquid. It is Tasia. And his opponent in the lower right-hand corner, up 2-0, having proxied a billion things in this set so far. It is Marine King Prime. We'll see if he does it again.
I want to see Proxy Depot, I've decided.
Proxy
Just
Depot?
Build the depot in Tasia's base, he'll never expect it.
And then come back home and don't proxy anything else at all.
That's right. All the production structures stay at home. Oh.
Well, this is actually a market difference, and Marine King is
That's
kind
true.
of up to tricks once again. He had built his supply depots inside of his base to eke out a little bit more of an economic advantage, then ran another SEV on proxy something. In game number 1, it was Reactor Hellions and Medivacs, and game number 2 was Marauders. But this is definitely showing us that we're in for a change.
Yep. This spells out fastest Banshee to me, but you know, could also be fast tanks, anything like that.
Sure.
Just getting that gas up incredibly fast. No barracks just yet. If Tasia were to choose this map to do his proxy racks, probably would have been pretty successful. But that's the thing. Entombed Valley is a 4-spawn map. You have no idea where your opponent's going to be. The proxy location would have to be pretty funky, I think.
Yeah.
If he was going to do that, he would have to scout at least one base to rule it out.
What was the enormous map that we used in Team Arena Challenge 2? And because there was a map that was
Terminus.
That was no, it was even about larger than that. It was kind of on a glacial and ice.
Calm Before the Storm was pretty huge. Yeah.
Calm Before the Storm. It was Calm Before the Storm, and Thorzane actually proxied on it against Naniwa in the very middle of the map, and that was his way of doing it, sending 2 scouts out to the corners and then knowing that his opponent was cross positions. And it still ended up working for him, but it's, of course, an incredibly high-risk maneuver.
Yeah, he bunker rushed, and Naniwa didn't have any units. He thought he was safe to tech up because the map was so huge, but that's one strategy they can try out. The factory already coming up for Marine King, and Orbital Command for Tasia again is going to finish just like we saw in game 1 a bit earlier, but he is going to be behind on that tech. Obviously, factory just now starting. Tech Lab coming up on the barracks for Marine King. I have to assume that that's going to flip over at some point.
Yeah, I mean, he'll probably pick up that barracks as soon as his tech lab's done and build the starport underneath it. But, you know, could throw us for a loop. I mean, we've seen a renaissance a little bit in TVT of players that have gone for the quicker siege tank with siege mode pushes and things like that to catch opponents off guard. Kind of a blast from the past. And indeed, there we do have the starport on the tech lab.
Yep, and I say fastest Banshee, but I mean, obviously, he hasn't. Well, has he even built a Marine yet? Is that a scouting Marine up there? Or is that just an SCV? I think it was a Marine. SCVs don't have quite that much blood.
No, and indeed no workers killed, so it looks like it was a scouting Marine.
Yep, so at least MKP is aware of where Tasia is, and Tasia, I'm not sure if he's done any scouting yet, which is actually, that's a bit different for him. He did scout a proxy location. That is sometimes where barracks go.
That's true, directly in between the 2 bases up at the top.
Yep, so at least he knows that he's not being proxied from there. He is going to have to scout those spawn locations, though, eventually. He is sending something out now. But Starport going to finish here for both players. Actually, no, the first Banshee's already coming up for Marine King. Man, that first depot in gas is just like, all right, Banshees, 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 Banshees.
Basically, but, you know, there are some things now that Tasia has to worry about. This is very interesting. A reactor getting put down now for Marine King as well. May decide to swap those structures over in a second. Already Viking coming up for Tasia, and I was talking about the earlier tank Marine pushes off of one base. That's exactly what we're seeing out of Tasia.
Let's look at MKP's natural. So he's got those 2 Hellions there. Tasia actually did send the SEV toward the ramp, and I was going to say, oh, it's undefended, but then the 2 Hellions just killed the SEV before it even got up the ramp. So now Tasia still doesn't have any idea what tech is coming along, and he didn't scout the CC there. So Tasia playing blind. This is going to be kind of scary. The first Viking is actually going to catch this Banshee in transit. Nice.
That's really fortunate for him. Yeah,
and he didn't research cloak. He went straight for, I don't know, something else. I don't see anything on the production tab using the starport, so the Banshee's just dead.
Yep.
Good job, Tasia.
Yep, that's 250 resources gotten back for him, so certainly helps to make up for the economic deficits, as he is putting up his command center quite a bit later than Marine King is. He really wanted to invest into his siege tanks and Marine defense already.
And a Raven.
But didn't get siege mode, and yeah, it does have that Raven following up as well.
So he was suspecting the Banshees from the start, it seems. He got that Viking out quick enough enough. Good for him and the Raven. So now MKP just basically his build order is a bit behind now because of that combination of things. So he is building just mass racks now. And not surprising, he is the Marine King.
Yep,
so.
The King of Marines himself. You know, I love the inclusion of Ravens anyway, though. Yes, I mean, it was going to be really good against those Banshees, like you pointed out. Perfect anti-Banshee defense there without having to invest into an engineering bay if you didn't want to. But, you know, Ravens have a lot of utility later on in the game in a TBT as well, so I certainly like the decision.
Man. So all of Teja's forces are down there at the bottom of his ramp right now, and 4 Hellions are going to get in here. Thankfully for Teja, he did put the spotter supply depot that's going to give him a couple of seconds to get back and try to save these SCVs. Looks like only one goes down so far. He needs to pull those SCVs.
A lot of them are very low. Oh my god, he runs them back, and he loses a bunch more. Could lose even more in the process as well. Oh, does lose a couple more.
He actually saved a lot, though. Like, I'm surprised as many got away as they did.
So if we take away the one worker that was killed way early on that tried to scout, that was 7 workers killed for 4 Hellions, essentially. So up to you to decide if that's worth it.
Well, Teja's still ahead in supply after all that.
But is way back in workers, but of course has an army that can crush what Marine King has on the field right now.
Yeah, and he'll need to do some damage here for sure, being down 14 SCVs, just now landing that second orbital command. He's got a tank up. I don't know if the tank's got siege mode.
I don't think so.
No, definitely not. Okay, so Stim is going to be finishing for both players as Teja sort of arrives here. I'm wondering if he's going to try to siege up the natural. Yeah, he's going to have to now with that bunker in place.
All right, well, he's going to start making his way up now, and Marine King, is he going to pull something off to go ahead and defend against us? Yes, he is, trying to repair up that bunker, but the bunker's going to fall pretty quickly, and indeed it does. Auto turrets do hit, as you pointed out. The Raven snagging 2 kills, trying to absorb some of those shots, does an expert job of doing just that. Teja going to continue to push in. Ooh. Marine King with his mules pulled off the line as well. Doesn't have a whole lot left to defend, but it looks like he may be able to push this back on the back of the medevacs overhead. It's going to be very close, though, and indeed he does.
Yeah, that second win of the Marauders, Marines, and 2 medevacs all popping out at once just salvaged everything there. Those mules are running around all crazy. They don't even have attacks. They're just like, help, help, help. But yeah, that second win there, the Marauders and medevacs popped out. Perfect time to be able to fight everything off. Marine King still ahead in supply now, actually, after that engagement, and Teja switching gears, going for Cloaked Banshees now.
Kind of clever. Same principle that we talked about before. You know, you delay Cloaked Banshees and your opponent won't expect them, having thus rested on their laurels. And we'll see now what Marine King's going to do to defend. Just medevacs coming out, a pretty predictable Marine tank medevac army. So actually switching off of those Marauders that he initially had in the composition. Teja preparing for a big counterattack, and he's going to pump out a few units here in a bit, but of course he's just getting his production up now. So his supply looks really far down, but you know, he's reinvesting back into tech and infrastructure at the moment.
The Banshee is arriving at MKP's natural now. Cloak is already finished. No turrets in place yet. There goes one getting dropped, so he needs to go ahead and hit that Cloak button, try to kill the SCV building the turret. He can pop a few more or head into the main where he hasn't started the turret yet. I believe, yeah, staying at the natural is the right decision there. Too much time between bases otherwise, so he's going to hit Cloak. Oh, he didn't even hit Cloak. That's okay. The orbitals had enough energy. That was just kind of a suicide mission. But it did buy him some time, but he's still down 17 supply, and MKP's right at his front door.
And it looks like he's just going to go for it. These bunkers are going to fall pretty quickly. Will they buy Teja enough time? Yes, it looks like they will. Marine King is forced to move back. Another Banshee making its way across the map for now. This missile turret was not finished, maybe because Marine King doesn't think there's actually Cloak up.
MKP did see, well, that's a good point, actually. He never mashed the button until just now, but MKP did see the Banshee in transit, so he's already home with these Marines. There's the scan, and the Banshee is dealt with again, but again, bought more time for Teja. Now he's only down by 8 supply, instead of that 15 to 20 that we saw earlier.
All right, well, another kind of crazy game. I like the way the TBT has been evolving lately. We can see that, you know, people are opting for a little bit more tech switches every now and again. Teja, is there enough room there? I don't know if this is down part of the cliff, or
he'll be all right.
The tank can actually walk by. We'll find out.
He'll be all right.
All right, good. Just barely.
Oh, man. But, MKP moving with a large force now, and Teja has got his back turned, shooting those scary rocks.
Dustin Browder's happy somewhere.
This could be painful. Oh yeah, the Dustin Browder GIF. That was my footage. I'm so proud. That's gonna be around forever.
It's a meme.
Yay.
Well, he is inside of his opponent's base now, and it requires a big stim up from Tasia. Is he going to have the attack that he wants? He's only got 2 medevacs to his opponent's 4, and it looks like Marine King is able to go through the front line of Unix. He's reinforcing pretty well at the same time, and Tasia is forced to pick up and move back, now down by 15 supply, and he's about to lose some workers.
Those combat shields, he's been upgrading from the engineering bay throughout the game. I think Tasia just wasn't able to keep up there, and there's the well played, or